Healthcare moms are one of the most unique breeds of women. We tend to keep going no matter how tough situations can be. I'm just going to say we are the ultimate survivors. But what if we could create passive income with digital side hustles that would actually help us gain financial freedom and flexibility of time? These two things can become a reality, and I'm going to show you how with my Digital Biz Builder membership that can take you really from survival mode to the foundations of a digital product business that can operate as either a side hustle or you can go all in and replace your income. The choice is ultimately yours, but I am here to teach you the ropes. So let's dive into some barriers that might be coming up for you in this week's episode. Hello and welcome back to the Inspire RN podcast. My name is Kate. Just some info for you about myself. I have been a nurse since 2015. I am a mother to 3 crazies, which you might hear one coming in and out of the playroom behind me. I am a wife, I'm an NP student, and I am a business coach. And I help other healthcare moms just like you make the pivot into digital product side hustles or replacing their full-time income. But this all came about through me questioning why nursing wasn't fitting my family's needs anymore. And from that work, which included many, many self-help books, tons of courses, lots of inner work, I developed Inspire RN. So I publish a podcast every single week. You can find it here on YouTube. You can find it on Apple, on Spotify. But really, the purpose of the podcast is to inspire and to motivate you to also go out and get curious and make some changes in your life that may pivot you into your dream life, just like I did. This podcast is filled with tons of content that can help you elevate and move forward in your building of your own digital product business. Everything starts with thinking differently. Your mindset is what will make or break your success in building a digital product business. So whether you're listening today because you are looking for a side hustle or because you want to replace your income entirely, having the mindset and the belief that you can do this is half of the battle. From my own experience, the healthcare field is a very close-minded group of individuals. I believe ultimately that this is a cultural norm, really, to make us stay put. I mean, healthcare is hard, and the more you're feeling the limiting beliefs, the more your staff is going to be staying, ultimately falling back on misery loves company. So having a positive outlook is really everything. I'll give you a growth mindset 101 lesson. Simply put, acknowledging the truth that everything can be learned. And although it may take some time, you are capable of achieving whatever it may be that you are setting your eyes on. I want to take this time to address some of the most common limiting beliefs that I hear from my clients. So limiting belief number 1 is that I don't have time to do this. I am a busy mom as well. When I first started this business, I was working 4 or 5 days a week in IR, which is typically a 7:30 to 4 p.m. shift. I would drop my kids off in the morning. I would pick everyone up after work. And ultimately, I wouldn't really get home until like 5:30, 6 o'clock. From there, just like all of us, I'd have to make dinner, pack lunches, get myself ready and the kids ready for school tomorrow, just so that I was ahead and ready for the morning. And then if I could, I would do loads of laundry, dishes, really whatever it was, just to keep me afloat. And I would typically work on this business from like 7 to 9, depending on really what I could get done. Ultimately, I would work probably, thank you so much. Okay. Usually I would work like 2 or 3 days a week with like scheduled family time so that I was kind of feeding all of the buckets. And may I just remind you that I was also in an NP school, so I had a lot going on. I could have totally said that I don't have time. But what I learned from this experience was a time management method that worked for me. And what I can offer you through the membership is a plethora of techniques that I tried. I used time blocks. I made sure that I was refocusing often so that I wasn't really wasting my time or getting lost in the shuffle. I used and learned the Pomodoro method. And ultimately, what worked for me was targeted time. I put in the hours, and I learned to pivot when things weren't really working well or if they weren't working well for my family time. And in my membership, like I said, I'm going to teach you all of the different methods that I used really to stay focused and to move the needle. When you join the membership, I'm going to go ahead and send you, basically it's a starter kit. It's going to help you jumpstart your progress and give you the tools that I learned help the most in the very beginning so that you are already focused and on task from the start. This journey is all about your why and where you want to get to. And it's important to have a really clear why, because it is really easy to say that I don't have time or I'm choosing to spend my time doing other things. But most of us are doing this for our family. And I schedule time when I am not at work. And there are nights that I need to focus on my business. And there are times when I need to focus on my family. And my family deserves the success of this business. They deserve the fruits of my labors, and they deserve to see me in that role. So right now I choose to focus on quality of time over quantity of time. Limiting belief number 2 is I've tried a side hustle before, or so-and-so has tried a side hustle before, and all it did was waste my time, waste my money, and stress me out, all for nothing. So I guess a limiting belief would be, I can't make this work. I hear this all the time, and I would be lying if I said that this did not pass through my head every once in a while. But you got to be able to trust and to believe in yourself and believe in your vision. Sometimes these visions take a really long time to come to life, and it can be really easy to write it off and just quit. So, in my Digital Biz Builder membership, I'm going to teach you ways to gain quick wins, because quick wins are really the way to acknowledge that you are on the right path. Unfortunately, for myself, I did not learn this lesson in my journey until much later on. So I muscled on for a really long time before I figured out that all you really need to do is hit a couple of goals. And it makes the journey and the road feel a lot easier. So I'm going to bring that to you. I'm going to help you hit those milestones quickly in your business through the membership so that you can feel like this process is a lot easier. Again, this whole membership is everything that I wish I had in the very beginning. These are all hard lessons that I have learned. I'm going to help you pivot around those and kind of launch your business in just 4 months. The last limiting belief that I would like to address is one that was really difficult for me in the very beginning, but it's basically, why would I risk the stable job to adventure into something that I don't know will make me money at all? And there's a reason why you are really curious. There's a reason why you're listening to this podcast. Healthcare is great, yes, and it is very stable, but there's also a cap on how much you can make. Yeah, you can work a bunch of overtime, but then you're just trading your time for money. I used to be under the belief, which some of you may also be, is that if you go back to school, you can make more money, but that's not the case anymore. For example, like I can make as much as an NP makes working PRN as an IR nurse. So the promises that we were made when we were younger are really no longer true. And I got to a point in my life when I knew that nursing and even an NP degree would not give me the income or the life that I was dreaming of. Ultimately, money gives you choices. I dream of flexibility. I dream of taking my kids on a Disney cruise. I dream of paying off all of my debt. And I don't want to do all of this when I'm 50 years old. Nursing is not going to be able to give me the life that I deserve. And I am the writer of my own story. So in this membership, I'm going to show you how to dream and how to make a plan for the future. Really, the vision is your beacon for whatever you want out of life. This membership is going to teach you to create digital products that you can sell. It's going to give you the tools and it's going to give you the resources to continue to grow much farther after these 4 months. And you can focus on this as well as a side hustle or just to make enough money to pay off your student loans, or you can create a business that replaces your income tenfold. So I said it in the last episode and I'll link it here, but really, you can create whatever dream you can dream up with digital products. Like, this is why I love doing this work. I want to show you proof though. So I know that you're saying, show me people who are doing this if it's so great. And some of these people I'm sure you have seen on Instagram, but I'm going to present to you and showcase 3 women that I follow on Instagram and have bought some of their products, just to show you how nurses are creating streams of income with digital products. So the first nurse that I want to showcase, which a lot of people know, is the remote nurse. So she uses digital products and she uses coaching services to help nurses, PAs, NPs find remote jobs. And I have purchased her membership before. And ultimately, it teaches you how to kind of reframe your resume so that it pops for an online job, because it's a whole new world that I was not even aware of. She teaches you where to find these positions. And actually, she is so helpful. She has a whole sheet that I believe she updates weekly that gives you remote positions in certain types of specialties. And she essentially tells you, like, your background and your experience, what you need to get certain remote jobs, what remote jobs are best fitted for you. I really liked this membership. So if you're looking for a remote job to have while trying to build your digital product business, maybe check her stuff out. The second nurse that I wanted to showcase, her handle on Instagram is called Nurse Jean Star. She is in medical sales and she teaches other healthcare providers how to break through into medical sales without any sales experience. So she has started creating digital products and she has a master class on for right now so that you can just learn if this is something that you're interested in. Again, using her experience to create digital products. The final is actually a coworker of mine that I had from years and years and years ago. And I believe her journey started with blogging, but it's now evolved into digital products and courses. And her page is called Lattes, Lilacs, and Lullabies. And she's a postpartum RN who helps mom prepare for birth, postpartum, and ultimately motherhood. So these are just a few examples of nurses who are doing it. And all of these nurses have turned their passion and their knowledge into second streams of income. So I just want to show you that it can be done, and many of us are starting to do this. You're going to notice that the more you get curious and the more that you're looking for this, you'll see more people venturing into digital products. Trust me. When I first started this, that's kind of what happened to me because I felt very alone in the venture. At first, I shared last episode how I had learned about Amy Porterfield and started kind of diving into her courses. Well, a lot of the people in that world are in the business world, not healthcare. So it made me feel really worried that I wasn't doing the right thing, which is why I share with you the other nurses who are making this happen. You're capable of creating this business. And when you join the membership, you'll have the foundation of your business up and running in just 4 months. Many of you are going to start to make sales. More of you are going to be setting yourself up for success in the future. This membership is full of resources, and we're going to be working together through my framework. And I don't want you to ever feel overwhelmed. My whole goal is for you to be empowered and to allow you to kind of move through this course at your own pace. I'm going to have Voxer access open so that if you need to contact me, you can when any questions arise. And I just want to make sure that you're feeling supported during the beginning stages. This is the time when I second guess myself the most, and I want to make sure that I am here for you. I'm going to leave the link for my email list below. All you have to do is join the email list to be on the wait list for the course. I'm going to invite my email list first to the beta group, which will launch at the end of this month. If you choose not to join the membership this round, Just know that the doors are not going to open up again until April of 2025. So if you're curious, I would just join now. This is also going to be the lowest price that you're ever going to get. So take advantage of that. Join. And then in April, you're going to have a digital product business rolling. And who knows, by the end of the year, you could be working part-time. So join my email list and you can get an animal cracker shipped to you for free. Join my email list and I will send out information on the beta group on January 15th. Everyone will get invited. Again, the lowest price and the doors won't open up again until April. So I will see you guys all next week. Bye.